Hi. Welcome back to the channel. Not sure what day it is for y'all, but it is Sunday and it is raining so much. And it looks kind of sad outside. But last weekend, it was super sunny and very bright and really fun. And I got to go to my first ever con convention. So you're going to watch a recording of me painting the SpongeBob canvas that I did while I sit and tell you about my time and experience and how much fun I had. Hopefully, this does not take up all the space on my camera, but we will see. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so for the first part, I'm just going to talk like in general. So essentially every year, which I know now it's every year, on January 10th and 11th, we have our Central Comic Con, and it is super fun. It was much bigger than I thought. I think from all the things I've seen on con videos, it would be considered a small or local con, but it was super fun. And the reason I finally went to my first con is because the voice of essentially my entire childhood, Tom Kenny, was going to be there, and he was. Now, this was my first con, so I was honestly a little confused for a couple of things, but some of it also could have been avoided had I like fully read the website instead of just getting like really excited and happy in my whole thing. Um anyway, so what I did come to find out, the photo ops were free, but the other ones like a selfie and stuff, you had to pay for that. First off, I did get him to sign my sketchbook, and I think that that is so cool. I'm like so in love with the fact. Honestly, I'm going to probably get it framed. Excuse me. And then, something else I learned on it. So for me, I have a bit of trouble walking. I have arthritis, and I have like this other injury that just has like never really healed. And I knew where we were going to be. I thought I was going to be walking around the state fairgrounds or our state fairgrounds, but it was actually like, in the little buildings that they have at the county fair things. And if you have like an aid of some sort, you should probably bring yours. And if even better, if you've been thinking about getting one for wheels with wheels, and this is your first time going, you should probably get it for this if you can. I was okay for the most part. Like I went to a couple panels and I set, but honestly, like 2 hours in, a few hours in, I was so done. And then of course sitting and waiting in the line, that definitely took its toll. And then I was kind of like out for the rest of the day. Other than that, I also learned that you need so much, well, not much more, but definitely more money than you think you do. I went with like what I would consider a pretty good budget, but I think I think I would have been happier if I got other things, but I also wasn't quite sure what to expect. I think the only thing I really missed that I could have got was probably some swords because my brothers and cousins have them, and I would like some of my own. But honestly, that's that's pretty much it. Now, me, I some one of my goals this year has definitely been to put more money in the hands of small businesses, and it's definitely something I've been thinking about wanting to do. So I actually got to grab a couple of amazing um trinkets or things that I got. I have some new stickers, I have some keychains. One girl, she was doing a mystery grab and she had like these little shells, and I thought that that was so cool. I'm gonna pause right now so I can check the. Okay, I still have a bit of time. Um, but yeah. Ooh, another thing that I got to see at con was that so apparently we have like this local cosplay artist. We have a lot of local cosplay artists. I learned there was one with Ghostbusters, and the one I was super excited about was the Steven Universe guy. Cosplay Mutt is his name, and he had some amazing stuff. I have an actual cookie cat now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I just love the fact that I have it. He also does vehicle builds, and I did not know that was a thing, but he did. He had an Umbrella Corporation, and he had a Steven Universe van, and he was just an amazing artist. And I think that might be also something else that I loved seeing at my con. Well, like I know in general it's the whole thing of like cosplay can be anything, and you don't need a lot of money to get started, or well, of course the more money you put into something and time and skills the better it'll be, but to get started with just like genuine love and skills and patience, it can be anything. I saw so many cosplays. There was one girl, she had like, it was her and their family, and their cosplays were cardboards. It was like the cardboard heads with some clothes that they had put together to make an OC. This other girl who I just happened to be online behind to get the wristbands. She made a Gary, and it was so cool. I remember she said it was paper mache, a computer monitor with wheels, and then she had just like pieced all of it together herself. And I was like, that's amazing. And I think that's what also inspired me to do this painting. It was, my birthday was a couple of months ago, and on it, it was a SpongeBob cake, obviously, and it had the little, the little plastic things that they put on the cake markers and things. And I was like, I don't want to just toss these. These are like so cool. I want this. I want to keep it. And so I did. And now I finally get to use it, and it's so cool. Um, I think that's honestly all I have to say, which is hilarious because I wrote down notes, but I forgot I needed to use my phone to film. Um, but yeah, honestly, if you get the chance to go to a Comic Con or to your local convention, I would say absolutely go. Me personally, now I am also someone who gets overstimulated very easily and can get kind of tired of social situations pretty fast. So, I would absolutely recommend your local con as a great beginner one, and maybe go to like as many or as couple of those as you could before you go to like other big ones. Like there was a group next to me talking about, I think, Galaxy Con or a different one. I can't remember. But I was like, no, yeah, I don't think I'm ready to go to one that big. And it's also just really inspirational. Like, there are so many artists, there's so many people there with just like their creativity on display, on sale, just walking around. And honestly, it made me want to get back to work like so bad and to put in like so much effort and work into it. But anyway, well, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process of me painting this, and that we're working on or creating your own thing. Some last minute updates. I do plan to bring book club back. That is probably the next video. Currently trying to figure out where I'm going to put the whiteboard and where I'm going to sit at since my stool broke, or if I'm just going to go get a new one that's decently priced and a little better built. Yeah, I hopefully am also launching a Valentine update, but I guess we'll just have to see how this next week goes. It's Sunday on the day that this comes out. So, yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely start to their new year, and I will see you guys later. Bye.